right, let's turn our attention to somebody who's probably voted in many, many elections. Let's face it, your golden years are supposed to be a time to kick back and enjoy the grandkids, right? But retirement means different things to different people. And as Don Nelson found out, you would think that working 40 hours a week at the age of 91 cutting sheet metal wouldn't be one of them.
All I do is put them in one side, then the other.
Ernie Resendez grew up on a dairy farm in Northern California, where he delivered milk to a young startup company called Hewlett-Packard.
Oops.
He eventually went to work for HP and stayed with them until he retired at 70.
I'm down to my last 25,000.
That was over 20 years ago.
I got bored after three years of retirement. I did all the honeydews, and then after that, I just got bored and I went back to work.
Ernie's family thought he was crazy.
My own brother said, what are you working for? My God, why don't you retire? Why don't you have some fun? I said, well, I do have fun. I have fun doing this.
This is bending, shaping, and cutting metal at Metalcraft in Boise.
You got to put it in at a slight angle in order for that to fold straight across. Otherwise, it goes kittywampus.
At 91, Ernie is still logging 40 hours a week.
How many of those can you make in one day, Ernie?
I can do, since we're working 10-hour days, I can do about 2,000 in a day.
Ernie, a World War II veteran, has always had a good work ethic and doesn't understand why people wouldn't want to keep working. He says at his age, the alternative doesn't sound like all that much fun.
That's just what happens when you don't do anything. You sit around and deteriorate, and next thing you know, they're pushing you off into that hole.
A place where Ernie wants to stay as far away from as possible.
This job is the challenge of making things work and making prints, parts come out to prints. As a matter of fact, it's what keeps me alive.
So much so, his boss says Ernie is always the first in the parking lot and usually the last one out the door.
What if you had 20 of those guys?
Oh, my life would be really easy.
So with no signs of slowing down, Ernie just keeps plugging away.
My goal is to go at least 100 and still be working. I want to be the oldest guy in Idaho that still works. Don't be sure you cut that out of this.